What do you remember? Well, I'll repeat. I'll explain some requirements about the Orange HRM application again. After listening this, if you have any questions, I'll clarify. Then you should able to write the scenarios for given requirements in this small KT. Generally, waterfall model approach, V model approach, neatly requirements are documented in SRS and FRS. These requirement documents, whatever available, given to the team. Sufficient time given to study the requirement. After studying the requirement, you should be able to write scenarios and test cases in waterfall model and V model. Whereas in Agile model, what is the brief process about the Agile model?
Split method will be.
Let's say totally 40 requirements to be implemented in a product. If I'm a project manager, I don't plan to implement all 40 requirements at one shot, one schedule. I'll divide the requirements into multiple sprints. A small schedule made to implement a product can be called as a sprint, 1 week or 10 days of schedule. Say, I may plan in this way. Out of 40, this week we develop these 4 requirements. We implement these 4 requirements. Now the Scrum Master, in waterfall model terminology, we call this person as a project manager. In Agile model terminology, we call this person as a Scrum Master. In waterfall model, the subject matter expert is called as a business analyst. Here, the same business analyst called as a product owner. Like in a cricket game, the floor leader will be called as a captain. In the rugby game, the same floor leader will be called as a Scrum Master. The terminologies are different, process is same. In waterfall model, we have development team and QA team. In Agile model, there are no teams, no 2 teams, only 1 team, that is Agile team. Now the Scrum Master explain the plan and approach to the product owner, BA. This week we implement these 4 requirements, so you give the KT about the 4 requirements to the team. Now, say I am a product owner now. As per my project manager instruction, I give the KT to the team. Team meaning developers and testers together. No 2 teams in Agile model, there is only 1 team called Agile team or Scrum team. Now here, 4 business requirements are planned to implement in the first schedule, 1 week of schedule. Now this BA, product owner, will explain the requirements to the team members. He organizes a meeting. In the meeting, the requirements are explained to the team. No documentation will be given. First of all, no documentation will be prepared. This meeting is called Scrum meeting, also called Agile meeting. Now, assumption, I am the product owner, BA. 4 requirements are planned to implement in the next 1 week. How the BA will explain the requirements to the team in the same manner, let me explain Orange HRM product, few requirements to you. Generally, the process, while the BA explaining the requirements, the team members make a short note about it. Once the requirements are explained, if the team has any question, they post the question to this project, BA, who clarify their question, then the work started. Shall we start? Right. So we are implementing a product Orange HRM. It has majorly 2 modules, admin module, employee module. The purpose of this product, Orange HRM product, to manage the day-to-day human resource activities belongs to any company. The employee registrations, their attendance, their leave management, pay slip management, salary register, attendance register, recruitment process, complete HR activities belongs to one company. To manage all human resource activities belongs to employee related activities belongs to one company. We are implementing a product called HRMS. The name Orange HRM. It has majorly 2 modules, admin module and employee module. Right. Here, administrator, admin, should able to create new employees join any organization. A new employee join, admin should able to register the employee details, their first name, middle name, last name, contact number, email ID, their blood group, bank account details, etc. Now this employee should able to log in to apply for a leave, to track their attendance history, to track their leave history, etc. If I want to allow them to log in to do some operations, first as an admin, I should be able to create the login account for them. First, I am creating the employee details. Their details like first name, middle name, last name, contact number, email ID, etc. Only employee registered. Now, I, administrator, should be able to create a login account for the registered employees. Here, the application has two modules, admin module and employee module. I can make another employee as an admin called subadmin. I can also make another employee as a regular employee. So while creating login account for the registered employee, I'll map this user belongs to employee category. This user belongs to admin category. I made one employee as a subadmin. I made this employee as a regular employee. I created login account. A, your account, B, your account. When A login, system should display again subadmin module. When B login, employee module. Now, these employees, subadmin, superadmin, should able to change their password. If they forget the password, they should able to recover their password. Understand? So, first administrator should able to log in. Admin should able to create newly joined employees. Admin should able to create login accounts for the newly joined employees. A super admin can make one employee as a subadmin. I should able to create a login account for the employee with a regular employee role. At any point of time, admin should able to suspend the user account, again enable the user account. If I suspend, they should not able to log in. When I enable, again they can log in. At any point of time, these super admins should able to reset their passwords and they can able to log in. If they forget their password, they should able to recover their password. They should able to update, change their password. These are the few requirements we implement in the first schedule. Understand the point? Right. If you have any questions, I clarify. Online team understood the discussion?
Yes, sir.
Right.
Yes, sir.
Take the task. Write test scenarios. Write test scenarios for RIHRM application. Sprint 1 of RIHRM application. We are not writing all. Whatever the KT I have given, based on this KT, what are the features to be tested in the RIHRM application, you should be able to document. Yes, right. Write scenarios for RIHRM application based on the KT I have given. Proceed. First you write, then I will write. You remember the scenario template, right? What are the components of the scenario document? Scenario number, scenario description, how important the scenario for testing, priority. This scenario belongs to which module? 4 columns. Scenario ID, scenario description, its priority, and its module name. First take the template. Scenario number, scenario description, scenario priority, and this scenario belongs to which module? Module name. Now, based on the small KT I have given, you document what to test in the first sprint of the product. Was the first scenario you are writing? Check admin log. Low priority, medium priority,
Very high here.
Very
very
high.
high priority.
High priority.
Sir, account creation.
It belongs to.
Excuse me, sir.
Yes.
Sir, first create or register the account, sir. Then login will proceed.
Admin account will not be created at application level. Admin accounts always created at database level. That is one point. Second point. If it is a public domain application like Gmail or IRCTC, Swiggy, we create our accounts. A application designed for a specific organization, public will not create their accounts. Admin will create the accounts. In IRCTC, we create our accounts. In ICICI Bank, we don't create our accounts. Bankers will create the accounts and the details, correct? Public domain applications concept is different. Anybody can create the account, anybody can use the product. RHRM application will be used by the public, only within the organization, correct? Only employees belongs to the organization will use it. Their accounts created by the admin, but super admin account will be created only at database level. Got it? Proceed. Understood? Yes, Nageshwar Rao, understood?
Sir,
Yes, proceed.
sir, this is if admin is not registered, how login will proceed, sir? Password and all those things.
I already clearly explained.
But
Admin account will be not created at application level. Super admin account will be created at database level.
okay, sir.
Directly in the database, we add super admin account. Thereafter, super admin will take care of rest of everything.
Okay,
At
sir.
application level, there is an option to create super admin account. Anybody can create it, right?
Sir, actually we discussed Primus Bank account. In that home page, the admin option is not there, sir. How admin will create the account in Primus
Proceed
Bank?
further. Already I explained, again I am repeating just the same story. In
Sir,
banking application, we do. In which bank you have your account?
SBI, sir.
Open the sbi.com and create your account.
I have.
Open sbi.com application and create your account. Possible?
No, not, sir.
That's what I am saying.
Sir, in real-time pact also we have these four columns, sir. Test scenario number and test scenario description, priority and module, sir.
I'm explaining you the templates, what I use in my company. In place of my company name, I put QH logo, that's it. Hope you understood.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir.
Whatever the templates I am introducing here, scenario template, next level of templates, whatever I use in my company, in place of my company logo, I put QH logo. These are the documents we use in our companies, in a level 5 company. And all these documentation follows IEEE 829 standards. Institute of Electrical Electronics Engineering defines some standards for documentation. The documentation standard given a number called I829. Look at this one. Everybody look at this one. IEEE 829. Institute of Electrical Electronics Engineering. They define some standards for documentation. For the standards, software test documentation. The organization defines some standards. IEEE organization defines some standards. For the documentation standard, they assign a number called 829. So level 3, level 4, level 5, see, IEEE, ISO, same level 3, level 4, level 5 organization must follow the standards given by ISO and IEEE. Understand the point? They should not deviate the standards. If a company you want to recognize as a level 3 company, level 4 company, level 5 company, they must follow some standards. Got it? So, though a person started a software company with a 10,000 crores of investment, though I started a software company with a 10,000 crores of investment, I cannot say my company is level 3 or level 4. I have to apply for a certification. IEEE, ISO both. They provide some inputs to me. First, you implement these standards. Then we certify your company. They give some time, 3 months, 6 months of time. The infrastructure standards, QA related standards, development related standards, some templates, all I have to implement. They come inspect the company process. If they are satisfied with the company process, then only they certify. Got it? Once a organization certified, whatever the documentation certified, approved, same standards, same templates we follow. Understand the point? So such templates I am introducing you here. Okay? So most of the MNCs, whatever the templates we are learning, same template they follow, because these templates are not defined by me, not defined by any other person, defined by an organization called Institute of Electrical Electronics Engineering. So such templates generally people will follow. They made lots of R&Ds. Finally, they defined a best QA process. Such process companies will follow. Got it? Right. Proceed. Venkat, stop recording for 5 minutes. What do you have created? So what are the other scenarios you have created? Yes? Scenario 2, tell me.
Check admin able to
Admin
create new
able to create
registration.
account.
Create new
Registration of
list.
the employee.
All the details are not able to change the password.
Repeat.
Check admin able to
Check
create
employee
login.
login.
Admin able to create new
Recover
employee,
the password or
new
not?
employee details.
Reset forget password or not.
Admin able to recover the password or not?
Right. First, we'll do one thing. We complete admin related stuff. Whether admin able to log in or not. Admin able to reset forgotten password or not. Check admin able to change password or not. What is this resetting password and what is changing password? I forget my password, should able to reset. I remember I log in, but I want to change it. What else? Admin able to log in or not? Admin able to reset the forgotten password or not? Admin able to update, change the password or not? Then what next?
Register the new employee.
Right. Check admin able to register or create new employee or not. Check admin able to register new employee or not. What is the priority, medium or low?
Very high. High.
Very high.
Very high.
As it is human resource management system, employee registration is the first input. When an employee registered, then only attendance, leaves, everything is possible. Definitely it is a very high priority scenario of admin model because admin registering employee. What next?
Enter the employee details.
Check. Only we have
Admin
created a
registered
employee.
employee details.
Check
Admin able to-
admin, create new employee account or not.
Create employee's account ID and password.
Admin able to disable or enable the account of
First
employee.
of all,
Sir,
listen.
unable to create a login account for registered employee.
Admin
That
is
is the
able
next
to
scenario.
create new login
Sub
for
admin, sir. Sub-admin or not?
Okay, listen, listen.
Sub-admin.
Admin creating a employee, only registered employee, without creating a login account for the employee, how they log in? Admin should able to create a login account for the registered employee. Check. Admin able to create login account, then only they can able to log in. Employee registration different. Only employee details are created. For every employee, admin should able to create a login account. Check admin able to create login account for registered employee. While creating a login account, there are two options. I can make an employee as another admin, sub-admin. I can also make an employee as a regular employee. So while creating login account only, this login belongs to the type, admin type. This user belongs to employee type. So admin able to create login account for the registered employee with sub-admin role. Sub-admin nothing but another admin here, right? Admin role. I can make one employee as another admin. Login account creation definitely very high priority. It is also available in the admin module. And check admin able to create login account for registered employee with this employee role. Now, whether this another admin, sub-admin able to log in or not, employee able to log in or not. When a sub-admin login, admin module to be displayed. When employee login, only employee related features to be visible. That we have to check. Next scenario, check sub-admin login. One second. Definitely login will be very high priority. Check employee able to log in or not. Also, these sub-admin should able to recover the forgotten password. Sub-admin also should able to change the password. Sub-admin able to change the password or not. Also,
Excuse me, sir.
I'll finish off this, then I'll explain. 2 minutes.
Okay.
Check employee able to reset Forgotten password or not? Check employee able to change password or not. Now, at any point of time, admin should able to disable the login account, again enable the login account. Check admin able to enable, disable login accounts or not. What else? Did you cover anything which I was not covered? Yes, details? Details of the? And I didn't get you. The employee details are nothing but registering a new employee, right? Modify or you're saying? No. See, leaves, payroll, recruitment we have not discussed. Out of 40 requirements, let's say few requirements only I have explained, not everything. We have documented scenarios. We are going to write test cases only for few requirements of the whole product. In the first sprint, only few requirements are planned to implement and test. Based on the KT I have given, I ask you to write scenarios, not for the whole product. Once the first sprint is done, again 4 more requirements can be explained to the team members, recruitment related, leave related, payslip related. Again, same story, writing scenario, writing test cases. Totally, there are many requirements to be implemented. Recruitment related not covered, payslip related not covered, leaves related is not covered. Initially, in the first sprint, we plan to implement few features. For that, I given the KT. Based on the KT I have given, these are the mostly scenarios. Right. Repeat. Admin should able to change the role of the employees. Today I made one employee as a admin, sub-admin, because maybe I was in the leave for next 1 week. Temporarily to manage the admin job, I made one employee as a sub-admin. Maybe after a week, I want to make the same person as again regular employee. So check admin able to change role of the registered login accounts, correct? Registered users otherwise. Registered users or registered login accounts meaning is same or not. Medium priority. What else? Check admin able to modify employee details or not. Maybe contact number change, email ID change, bank account number change. As an admin, I should be able to modify the existing details, right? Check admin able to modify employee details or not. Check admin able to delete employee details or employee or not. At any point of time, I should be able to delete employees. Disabling a login account. Deleting an employee meaning completely the data we are deleting from the database. Login account we are enabling and disabling, only login account. Actually here it is deleting the employee details, not user accounts. Admin able to delete employee or not. I'll take low priority, not very frequently performed operation. Same way.
If admin able to
Admin
get
able
admin view,
check admin able to
get admin view and employee view like that.
not clear, madam. Repeat.
Whether check admin able to get admin form, the view of the admin.
No, admin account will be registered in the database level. Why admin form again? Okay, check admin able to. Here, we are enabling and disabling login accounts. Permanently, I want to delete the login account. Permanently, I want to delete the login account. Admin able to delete registered users or logins or not. Rarely performed operation, but this feature also required. I should be able to delete unwanted accounts. I should be able to delete unwanted employees. I should be able to create login accounts. I should be able to delete the login account. I should be able to suspend or enable the login accounts. I should be able to create an employee. I should be able to change the employee details, update the employee details. I should be able to delete the employee. The subadmin should be able to log in. Employee should be able to log in. Super admin should be able to log in. They should be able to recover their password. They should be able to update their passwords. Anything else? In between, I ask one student to wait. What is your question? Somebody.
Sir, it has been clarified.
Okay. At least 50% you covered? 50
Excuse
or
me,
80?
sir. Sir, excuse me.
Yes.
Sir, the test case number 16 and 17, both meanings are same.
These are not test cases first, these are scenarios 16 and 17.
Sir, the scenario
no.
16 and 17.
Not same. Employee details are different. Login account, for every employee, there will be a login account created.
Yes.
Login account deleting, employee deletion.
Excuse me, sir.
Listen. One second. Same I am demonstrating here. First, admin able to log in or not. The very first feature to be tested, admin able to log in or not. So actually here, at the time of writing scenarios, at the time of writing test cases, do we have the application? Do we have the application? No.
No.
Already the product is available for your more understanding as it is a training and demonstrating you. But at practical approach, in a real-time approach, the moment you are writing scenarios and test cases, system is under construction by the development team, not ready. As the application available, I am demonstrating you whatever we have written. Now, admin able to reset the password or not. Remember, forget password. Is this forget password generally belongs to only admin? Any user?
No, sir.
Any
Maybe a
user.
super admin.
Any user, any
Maybe
employee.
a subadmin, maybe an employee. Any user can click this link, enter their username or registered email ID. System will send a email notification to the registered email ID with a reset password link. The user can be super admin, the user can be a subadmin, the user can be a regular employee also. My question to you now is 3 scenarios are required. Here we have covered 3 scenarios. Check admin able to reset the forgotten password or not. Check subadmin able to reset the forgotten password or not. Check employee able to reset the forgotten password or not. My question to you, 3 scenarios are required, 1 scenario is enough.
All 3 are required.
3 required, 1 is suffice.
3 required, sir.
3 required?
Yeah, sir.
For any user, below the login section, we have an option called reset password. Maybe the subadmin or a superadmin or a employee click the link, forget password. The system, generally any system you take, it will ask the registered username or registered mobile number, registered email ID. Its system send a reset password link to the registered mobile number or registered email ID. The system will not check whether he is a admin account or a super admin account or an employee account. The functionality is same for any user have access to the product. Agree? Reset password functionality will be same for any user belongs to this product. Then why to have 3 scenarios? 1 is enough. Try to understand in this way. Everybody try to understand in this way. There are 63 people in the online session. I want to check I am audible to the online class or not. I want to test I am audible to the online team members or not. That is the scenario requirement. First, I'll start with the student 1, Ansari. Ansari, answer me. Am I audible?
Yes, you are audible, sir.
Abhijit, am I audible?
Yes, sir.
Anil Kumar, am I audible? Anita, I am audible? Yes, Anita, I am audible? Venkat, you muted them or what?
No, sir, we have not muted anyone.
Okay. Anusha, I am audible?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Karthik, I am audible?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
First, you answer me. Do I need to ask all people in the meeting, I am audible, I am audible, I am audible one by one?
No need, just ask one.
No need. No need, sir.
No, sir.
Exhaustive testing not required. Exhaustive testing is not required. What do you mean by exhaustively testing? Exhaustive testing. When you test with all possibilities, it is called exhaustive testing, which is not a professional way of doing testing. It is not an intelligent approach of doing testing. Hard and smart work. Which is correct? Smart work.
Smart work. Smart.
Asking all 62 people one by one, I am audible, I am audible, I am audible, I am audible, is not really required. See, all 62 people are available in the same meeting, same Zoom meeting. I am using same equipment to connect with 62 people. Out of 62 people, one student said I am audible. From my end, it is clear, correct? If there is an issue at my end, even that one student also I am not audible, correct? From my end, it is clear. There is no issue at my end. I no need to ask all 62 people. One person is enough to confirm I am audible or not. Agree my point? Same way. Now I want to test. I am audible to this on-site, offline students or not. I am audible? I am audible? I ask one student who is sitting in the first row. I ask one student who is sitting in the last row. The last row person, first row person confirm me I am audible. I no need to ask the people in between. Agree my point? Madam, you know how to cook rice? I know.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let's give the chance to them. Yes, Priyanka, very good. Priyanka, you know how to cook rice?
Yes, sir.
Very good. Answer my question. After cooking 1 kg of rice, you need to test whether it is boiled or not, correct?
Yes, sir.
Will you test
Yes,
each and
sir.
every grain?
No, sir.
Right. Very good. You know proper. No. Right. So, here.
Excuse me, sir.
Sir, you have
Your
muted, sir.
voice is not.
Yes. Because of the noise, my person mute, I think.
Excuse me, sir. Whether employee is able to change password or not?
I'll come to the topic, madam.
Yeah,
I'll
sure.
come to the technical topic.
Yeah.
See, we no need to test every grain is boiled or not.
Yes.
After making some dish, before you serve to your family members, generally we have to taste it. No need to taste each and every spoon. 1 spoon is enough. Same way, similar kind of techniques we have to apply to reduce the time and cost of testing. Remember, time and cost are the another major parameters for the quality. See, if I are getting $100 of revenue from a service, from a project, a company getting $100 of revenue from a product, 80% of the budget will be scheduled for only implementation. Implementation meaning all development activities. See, totally what is the team involved in software implementation and testing? First, BA, who involved in collecting the requirement, not one person, BA and his team, requirement team, who are responsible for collecting the requirement, documenting the requirement, and finalizing the requirement. Then design team, architect, design people involved. Few people are involved in making a design. Then development team, UI developers, application developers, database developers. These many people involved in developing a product, correct? Domain experts, design team, UI development team, application development team, database development team, further testing team, and DevOps team. DevOps team for entire management, infrastructure management, and operations. These many people's salaries we have to consider. Software organization, software projects, cost meaning, budget meaning mostly salary of the team, correct? Because a software company not buying any raw material, no machines, correct? Mostly budget meaning, software budget meaning team salary. Many people involved in implementation, BA and his team, architect and team, UI developers, database developers, app developers. If you consider these many people's salaries, 80% of the budget I have to allocate for these implementation people, QA team. Maximum of 20% of the budget I allocated for testing. Because construction is a big activity. Testing whether it is constructed correctly or not should be carried out in a very precise manner, not in an exhaustive manner. Agree my point? If I have a team of 10 people involved in whole implementation, I'll be maintaining maximum of 2-3 people to test it, not more than that. Any company will maintain 10 developers and 10 testers for the same product. If I have a people of 10 people involved in construction, in order to confirm whether it is constructed correctly or not, maximum of 2 people. But if you start doing exhaustive testing, if you want to test each and everything, this time and budget will not permit. We should not do like that. We have to apply some testing techniques. Further, we'll discuss about this while writing test cases. Equivalence class partitioning, boundary value analysis are the proven testing techniques which are used to minimize our time and cost, to eliminate unwanted ideas, to eliminate unwanted scenarios, to eliminate unwanted test cases. We have to apply some techniques called equivalence class partitioning, and boundary value analysis. I have given one example here. I ask if a person who is in the first row, I am audible or not. I ask one person who is sitting in the last row, I am audible or not. Lower boundary, upper boundary, all middle values are not required. You're getting what I'm saying? Say, for example, a text box should accept a value between 1 to 100. A text box should accept a value between 1 to 100. Our developer written the logic, implemented the feature. You ask to test it. Will you test by giving all inputs like first 1, then 2, then 3, then 4, then 5, then 6, up to 100? Will you test like this? No. First, I input 1, check whether it is accepting or not. I enter, not randomly, I enter 100, 1, 100, last value. Check whether it is accepting or not. If required one middle value, 50. The text box accepting 1, text box accepting 100, text box accepting one middle value, say 50, 100% it will accept remaining values in between. Agree? Yes. I no need to test with all 100 inputs. 2, 3 inputs are enough. I input 0, not accepting. I input 101, not accepting. Perfectly the logic is made by the developer. I no need to test with all the inputs. So finally, if there is any chance to eliminate unwanted ideas, unwanted scenarios, unwanted test cases, to save the time and cost of testing, eliminate. That is the professional way of doing testing. That is the intelligent way of doing testing, qualified approach. So based on this discussion, there are 3 scenarios documented to verify forgotten password. Super admin able to recover the forgotten password or not, admin able to recover the forgotten password or not, employee able to recover the forgotten password or not. You answer me now. What do you want me to do? Yes. Yes, tell me. There are 3 scenarios here. Admin able to reset the forgotten password or not. Subadmin able to reset the forgotten password or not. Employee able to reset the forgotten password or not. Clearly see what I am doing. I deleted this scenario because I feel it's not required. I am deleting this scenario also. Subadmin able to reset the forgotten password or not. This I am changing like this. Clear? Any registered user able to reset the forgotten password or not. Clear about this? Same way, you please observe here, this is what I said. After documentation, when you study back, when you review back, you'll understand whether it is required or not required. Or something is not covered, we write. First time we don't get the perfection. Then, change password. Any user will log in. They click change password. Subadmin trying to change the password. Admin trying to change the password. Employee trying to change the password. Will a developer will develop 3 separate forms or 3 separate features for change password? A developer will create 3 programs or only 1 program. Any user want to change their password, they click change password. It redirects to one page. Old password, new password, confirm password. Any user can change their password. Then why to have 3 here? Like the previous one, I can eliminate another 2. Is our admin able to change the password or not? Check. Registered user able to change password or not. Based on this not required. This also not required. Now, we have admin login here. Admin meaning super admin here. Super admin meaning 100% access, including updating the logo, changing the company name, everything. Super admin will have access to everything. But subadmin, 90% of the features they can access, but logo updation, company details updation not possible by the subadmin, only it is possible by the superadmin, domain name .com, rnhrm.com, something like this. If I want to change the URL, only superadmin can change. Superadmin only can update the logo. Superadmin only can update the company title, company address, company PAN number or GST number, whatever. Not every admin, only superadmin, because that is the constant details. So here, when a subadmin login, again admin module to be displayed, it's required. Superadmin login, 100% features to be displayed. Subadmin login, most of the admin features, not everything. When an employee login, only employee related features to be displayed. Here the expected behavior of the system is varying for superadmin, subadmin, employee, correct? Expected behavior of the system is different for superadmin. Expected behavior of the system is different for employee and for subadmin. 100% I have to keep these three, correct? We should not eliminate this. If you feel it is not required, already covered, eliminate it. It is required, you keep it. Three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. If you have any questions on this, I'll clarify. Yes. Logout really not a separate feature. Logout is a part of the login feature. In any application, don't consider logout as a functionality. Logout is a part of the login functionality. Say for example, let's say I have an employee registration form. After all the fields on the bottom, I have submit button, cancel button. We should not consider submit as one feature, cancel as one feature. These two belongs to employee registration only. Like logout is always belongs to login. It's a part of the login. Clear? Why I deleted also clear? Right. Online teams, still any questions?
No, sir.
No, sir.
No, why I deleted, you accept it? I deleted something. Will you accept why I have deleted?
Yes, accepted. sir.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Right. So these are the scenarios. No, now you got the confidence on writing scenarios? I'll upload this document in our LMS. For these scenarios, we create test cases. So our next topic is test case creation. Note down the definition, test case. See, after writing scenario, you submit the scenarios to your team lead. Assumption, previously you have submitted about 16 scenarios to me. You submitted, my team member submitted 16 scenarios to me. I had a check. I feel these two are not required, these two are not required, I eliminate. Finally, as a team lead, I finalize these 13 scenarios for the first sprint. Your senior person, lead, verified your scenarios, finalize, yes, these are the 13 scenarios we have to cover in the first sprint of the development. For these 13 scenarios, approved scenarios, you have to create test cases. So first of all, what is a test case? Yes, what is a test case? What to test is called? Scenario. What to test? Admin login. How to test this admin login? You plan and document. You have to document the way, procedure, approach, how to verify the scenario 1, how to check admin login here, both in positive and negative direction. For every scenario, at least you have to create 2 test cases. One in a positive direction, other one in a negative direction. To check admin login with, in order to confirm, first of all, the admin login working as expected or not. one positive test case. Check admin login with valid inputs. In order to find out the bugs at admin login section, we create different negative ideas. We document like check admin login with invalid credentials. Wantedly, we give a correct username, wrong password, wrong username, correct password. We leave username, password blank and click submit button, where there is a chance of finding a bug. A positive test case objective is to confirm, first of all, the functionality working or not. Negative testing objective is to find out the bugs. For every scenario, at least we have to cover 2 test cases. What to test is called scenario. If we have documented how to test a scenario both in positive and negative direction, they are called test cases. Any test case should explain the test procedure. Step 1, step 2, step 3. Step 1, open the browser, enter valid URL and click go. Expected system should display login page. Step 2, enter valid username, enter valid password and click login. System should display admin module. Step 3, click logout. System should redirect to login page because logout is a part of the login. Like this, we have to document the test procedure. How to test the functionality, step 1, step 2, step 3. Any data required to execute a step. Maybe my first step here, open the browser, enter valid URL and click go. What is the input data required to run this first step? URL. You have to enter the URL. In our document, URL is not documented, not entered. How the other person who referring our document will come to know this is the URL I have to enter? Your step description like this. Open the browser, enter valid URL and click go. The other person who asked you to execute this test case do not know the URL of the product. He may not be able to proceed with the step 1. My second step, enter valid username, enter valid password and click submit. What is username to be entered? What is the password to be entered should be documented. When I make a money transfer of this much amount, this is the service charge. How much amount? That to be documented. That is called test data or input data. The test procedure, sample data and expected behavior. When I perform this action, what is expected? When I enter a correct username, correct password and click submit, system should display admin module expected. When I enter a wrong username, wrong password and click submit, system should display appropriate error message is expected. The test procedure, sample data and expected behavior planned by the tester to test a functionality in the system is called a test case. Precisely what to test and how to test is called a test case. What to test? Admin login. Okay. How to test it? We have to write the procedure. What to test? Employee registration. How to test it? What to test and how to test precisely is called a test case. But technically speaking, a test case must explain the test procedure, test data and expected behavior of the system to validate a functionality in the application. First, note down the definition. Test case. A test procedure, test data meaning sample data, test data and expected behavior planned to validate a functionality in the system, is called a test case. Test procedure, test data and expected behavior planned to validate a functionality in the system is called a test case. Clear about it? In simple words, next paragraph. In simple words, previous one is a technical definition. In simple words, what to test, in simple words, what to test and how to test, what to test and how to test is called a test case. What to test and how to test is called a test case. Right. First, you answer this question. Are test cases are mandatory for testing a project?
Yes, sir.
Test cases are mandate for testing a project. That is my question.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes. You mean to say for every project we create test cases? Formal testing, ad hoc testing. What is ad hoc testing? Informal meaning?
No need.
No requirement.
Don't follow a process. You don't follow proper documentation because the time and budget is not permitting. We are working on a very small project. The time and budget is not permitting to follow the process. Development and testing perform but not following standards and process. No SRS, no FRS, no use cases, no design document. Based on the KT, simply we make a small school management system website and deliver to the school owner, story over. Development will not follow any process. QA also will not follow any process when you talk about local small applications. I repeat my question. Test cases are mandatory for testing a product?
No, sir.
It is suggested, not mandate. But when you talk about process-oriented companies, level 3, level 4, level 5 companies, they are very process-oriented. They must follow because they deal big client, they deal big project, they deal good amount of projects. They definitely will follow a process. Because of one or two small customers, they do not deviate from their process. If Infosys started deviating the process based on different clients' requirement, one day it becomes a question mark to run the business by the Infosys. They define the standards, they define some process, they approach only such kind of clients who can pay good amount. They don't approach local clients, correct? Because their infrastructure is different. They are very process oriented. Their target audience also different. L&T will deal only big size of projects. L&T target is governments, big projects. They don't deal small projects, correct? Like Infosys, Tech Mahindra, Cognizant, very process oriented companies, lakhs of employees working in the company. They always deal big clients and big projects where they get sufficient amount to sustain the business. They don't deal local small projects. So as they are dealing big clients, good clients, big amount of project, they will not compromise on their process. 100% you see scenarios and test cases in such organizations. When you talk about a small startup companies who deal small local projects for small amount of budget, definitely they have to compromise on the process. Though CEO of the company knows process is very important because what to do, time not permitting, budget not permitting, client is not permitting, but we have to do a business. They will compromise on the process. Test cases are suggested to get the more quality. If budget permits, we follow. If budget not permit, we skip. Finally, it is also a business. Software company also need to consider the expenses. We are getting only 1 lakh rupee. If we invest, 5 people for developing a product, their salaries will become 2 lakh rupees. Correct? So finally, there will be a calculation. Sufficient amount we are getting, big client, we follow a process. Small project, generally process will not be followed. Test cases are suggested to have 100% quality. In the scenario like when you are working on a very process-oriented company, yes, you see a process. Scenarios and test cases, everything will be there. Sometimes we skip the test cases, but the application will be tested. Finally, we document precisely what to test in our product. Admin login, change password, reset password, how to test admin login, how to test reset password, how to test change password, how to test employee registration, how to test login account creation, how to test subadmin login, how to test employee login. If you neatly documented the procedure, it is called a test case. What is the purpose of preparing this kind of detailed document? Tell me, what is the purpose of having test cases? Today, these 4 people involved in testing this project. It's a banking project. Our company, say Infosys company, given a commitment to the banking client, say ICICI Bank, next to 5 years, we provide the technology support for your business. There's an agreement made between the software company and ICICI Bank, 5 years of agreement project. Today, these 4 people involved in testing this project. These 4 people studied the requirement. These 4 people have the clarity about the client requirement. They are testing it now. Tomorrow, she left the company. She not available for next 1 week for any personal reason. I put other 2 people in testing the same product. The other 2 people have the experience on testing, but they do not know about this product requirement. Agree? If no documentation available, future maintenance will become very difficult. After 1 year, 2 years, also we have to provide the support. But there is nothing to refer. Every time it is a question mark, what to test and how to test. So one-time effort, one-time job, neatly we document totally what are the features to be tested in this product. These 100 features to be tested scenarios. How to test feature 1, how to test feature 2, how to test feature 100. Team members will document, update to the team lead, who will have a review and confirm. So testing cases are recommended for the future reference. When you are working on maintenance project, if you are working on support project, whenever a updated version created, again system need to be tested. We can test it manually or with the support of the tools. But everything cannot be programmable, everything cannot be automated. Out of 100 requirements, 30 requirements are planned to test manually, 70 requirements we plan to go for automation. Definitely for these 30 requirements, we have to create the test cases for the future reference. To avoid the dependency. To avoid dependency, we need a proper documentation. Just to conclude this, then you know how to install Windows operating system in your machine? Fairly. Do you know how to install Windows operating system? Any online team member? One moment. Anita, answer my question. Do you know how to install Windows operating system? Yes, Tarun, do you know how to install Windows operating system?
Sir?
Do you know how to install Windows operating system? That is my question.
Yes, sir. I know, sir.
Yes, sir.
Anusha, do you know? If you do not know, what you will do? You do not know how to install Windows operating system, but you ask it to install Windows operating system. Generally, what you do? YouTube.com or Google.com, correct? Steps to install Windows. Windows belongs to which company? Microsoft. They given a clear documentation. Observe here. They are giving a detailed document here. Step 1, step 2, step 3. These steps are explaining how to install the Windows, correct? In the same way, you have to document the steps. Step 1, open the browser, enter valid URL and click go. Step 2, enter valid username, enter valid password, click submit button, check admin module displayed or not. Like here we have the steps to install the window. The similar format, you are going to document the steps how to test our product functionalities, how to test admin login procedures, steps, step 1, step 2, step 3. Purpose is, if we have a document, Microsoft created crystal clear document only one time, published in their website. A person demonstrating how to make chicken biryani, uploaded into youtube.com. The other people referring and making chicken biryani, correct? Who do not know how to make it. Generally, like one-time effort, clearly document how to test our application features. Step 1, step 2, step 3. These are the 3 steps we have to follow to test admin login. These are the 5 steps we have to follow to test employee registration. Submit to your senior person, who verify this procedure is clearly understandable and executable or not, approved. So that once this document is finalized, whether you are available or not available, tomorrow a new employee join, matter of one day they refer the document is clearly explaining what to test and how to test, they can able to test the product. Agree my point here? No dependency with the team. Process-oriented organization, level 3, level 4, level 5 software companies are process dependent, not people dependent. Understand the point? Here the process is, we need to maintain proper documentation that explain what to test in our product and how to test our product functionality, so that anybody can able to test the product in future maintenance. That is the purpose of having a detailed document that explains what to test and how to test. The detailed document is a test case document. Today I stop here. Tomorrow we'll talk about test cases. First, I'll teach you how to write test cases. First, I'll teach you the template, like scenario template, test case template. I'll write 2 sample test cases for Gmail login, because everyone know about the Gmail login. Then you have to create test cases for the identified scenarios in the Orange HRM product. First, I start how to write test cases, then you have to write. We'll continue tomorrow. Thank you. Whatever the scenarios we have documented, I upload into our LMS. Thank you. We continue tomorrow. Thank you, online team. We continue.